Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. Thank you to all the Gemini Sun Tarot 1111 tribe. We're here today to do a reading for Leo. This is going to be for the remainder of January 2020. Okay, the decks are already shuffled. So I'm going to go ahead and do another quick little shuffle here. We're using the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'll do any clarifying with the traditional Rider-Waite, and then we'll pull some Goddess Guidance Oracle cards to see what kind of messages come out for you. Give this another quick shuffle. Was sleeting outdoors a few minutes ago. We didn't get snow per se, but I know there are a lot of you in the United States anyway that are having some winter weather today, which it's bound to happen. It's January, right? Except for a couple of weeks ago when it was 70 degrees one day. And here on Martin Luther King Day, we usually have snow. That's just, I always remember that because one year on Martin Luther King Day where I worked, I had to go to work and I slid into the curb to avoid a busy intersection when my car wouldn't stop on the ice. So I get it. Okay. So, universal energies. What does Leo need to know for today through the end of January 2020? What are the messages for Leo, for those Leos who are watching? Remember, for those of you who watch my readings frequently, you know I just will shuffle cards and let them drop, and it usually winds up between 9 and 14 cards, and that winds up being your message. So what does Leo need to know? What are the messages for Leo for today through the end of January 2020? Please give us the messages for Leo for today through the end of January 2020. What does Leo need to know? This one wants to come. So I hope you all are doing well. I think we might still be feeling the effects of some of these planetary shenanigans. I was outdoors last night and I was looking up in the sky and I was like, is that a plane? It was like I was having a Superman moment. It was like a bird or a plane or what is it? And it was Venus. And so she's shining very brightly in the evening sky. If you get a chance to look outside, Venus. Venus rules love and relationships. Not a bad idea to get out there and experience that. If you heard that, that was just my cat running through the house in wildcat mode. I think we're going to stop it there, Leo. That's quite a few cards. You have got the Three of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck, so you might be taking pause to be considering your next move, right? So what I do is I spread the cards out. We're going to take a look at each of the cards, and then I'll take a look and see what kind of story it tells me. So Leo, you're the fire sign. You've got that courageous, fiery energy. I love Leos. Okay, you got 17 cards that fell out, so I'll try to get through these quickly so this isn't an hour-long video. You have the Lovers in reverse, so hold on, I'm still here with my light. I did order a new light, guys. Here we go. So you've got the Lovers in reverse, so you might have something going on in your relationship or in a collaboration with somebody. You got the Seven of Cups. This is kind of pie in the sky, very dreamlike, illusionary thinkings, or lots of different options. See, the person is here in shadow form, just dreaming about or thinking about all the different options they have. Then you have the Three of Cups, which is celebration with friends and family. It could also be a third-party situation, and third-party situations aren't necessarily always relationships. It can sometimes be, deciding between jobs, or, for some people, work is their lover, right? You got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So usually Eight of Pentacles is working on your skill or your craft. You got the Nine of Wands in reverse. You've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So already I'm seeing with these wands, maybe some stagnation in something that you're working toward. You got the Nine of Cups, which is wishes fulfilled, wishes granted. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Right beside her is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this may be you and another woman or female energy. We'll keep going and see how that transpires. You got the Five of Swords in reverse as well. Lots of reversals here, people. Sorry. Seven of Wands in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Strength also in the reverse. The Death card. Okay, change and transformation, ending something and starting off something new. The Star, you're full of hope and faith. The Three of Swords. Okay, so this is heartache or disappointment, or also third-party situations. So maybe you do have something going on in your love life. And then you got the Judgment reversed. So this is, sometimes people call this the Destiny card, but it's also making a decision, and maybe you've got to slow down in that. So let me take a look at these. I don't ordinarily normally start off that, oh, this is a love reading, but maybe it is, because maybe you're feeling like you don't have someone, or you don't have a satisfying love life, or maybe you don't know, you haven't met somebody yet, but I think what's happening is it's coming in and you're going to have quite a few options. And so whether this is your job that you love, or work, or it's actually relationship, you have lots of options, or options are going to be coming in, and soon you're going to be celebrating about that. Or you might even meet somebody at a celebration or an event or something that comes up. Then you've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a lack of movement or motivation towards either this relationship or your job. And with the Nine of Wands, usually this guy he's a little wary, but he set up these staves to fortify his position or create a boundary, and you might be feeling a little less prepared for whatever is that's coming up. And you've got the Victory card in reverse. But this might, again, you might just be going within to reassess whatever it is that you got going on. Maybe it's a project that you're thinking about, because the wands represent fire and passion towards something. And Leo, you are a very passionate sign. Actually, your card, the Strength card, is Leo, the lion. You came up in reverse in your own reading. So you might be feeling out of sorts or not quite yourself. And I'll tell you, it doesn't surprise me, because again, with all of these planetary aspects that are going on, from an astral standpoint, and again, I'm not an astrologer, I'm not an astronomer, but they do affect humanity. You might be particularly feeling it right now. Excuse me, but you do have the Nine of Cups. So your wishes have been fulfilled, or soon will be. So I don't see any card in here, though, that has anything to do with the moon. I was going to suggest that you put your intentions out there. Maybe with this next full moon coming up in January, take a look at the information online to determine when that's going to be. It's towards the end of January, but maybe you need to set some new intentions. And then you've got these two queens that came up, both in the reverse. So this is your passion and your fire and your intention on moving forward. And then this is reversal in your coins or your intentions on how you're going to attain your resources. These are also female energies, but tarot is not gender specific. So this is just the energy. And females in the readings are usually more concerned with the feelings or the nurturing or the compassion around something. The wands represent fire, determination. The coins represent abundance and resources and attainment of the same. So you might be feeling like within yourself that you're going in two different directions, or you're considering, there's a holdup because you're considering all these factors. Maybe you're trying to be more strategic about something that you're doing, and maybe you're really holding on to your coins and thinking about, is this really going to get me to where I want to be? You have a lot of cards that appear to be like you're defending yourself against someone or something. So you might be struggling within yourself, or you might be feeling like you're competing against others at work or in your relationship. Or maybe you're competing with someone in your own relationship. Maybe you've just discovered there's a third party situation going on in your relationship, or maybe you're the one that's involved in this third party yourself. Maybe you're initiating that. I don't know, but I'm feeling here that you are not in your power. You're not feeling like you're able to defend yourself well against this. And you've got Temperance in reverse. So I think you're losing patience with this whole situation. Whatever it is that's going on, you're about to throw in the towel or something, and here your Strength is reversed. So, and now's a very good time, again, with the planetary aspects right now, to go in and retreat a little and do some healing and introspection, so that you can plan your next move. Again, I feel you're either in a situation where you're feeling out of your element, you're losing patience with something, and you're not feeling like you have the strength to move forward with it. But this is temporary. This is very temporary, because here comes death, and with death, right after that came the Star card. So death could mean a physical death, but it usually means the ending of a cycle. And after the death, there's always, like if you look behind in the card, if you can see here the sun coming up, this just clears the way. Very similar to kind of like the Tower, but this is finality. This is something that had to happen, and it's transformational. It's transitional. After this, everything's going to be so much better. Whatever this is you might be dealing with, you need to clear it out, and don't give up hope. See the Star here. She's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. She's pouring water into, or gathering water from the pond, and she's pouring some out onto the earth. So that's the balance of your emotions. You're in your emotions, you're out of your emotions. You're trying to be logical about this situation. But the Star is like brightness in the future, and all of the other stars around it. This is your hope and your faith. So even though you're going to be going through this transformational or transitional, or something has ended, which I think something has ended, because the next card is your Three of Swords. So that's piercing the heart. This is heartache and disappointment. So something has ended. This is the order in which the cards came out. The death. It's over. Having hope and faith, and balancing your emotions and your logic, and being able to deal with this disappointment and heartache. And when it comes to disappointment and heartache, whether it's in your relationship, or whether it's in your work, or anything that you might be trying to do, these things take time. So you have to be gentle with yourself. You maybe you need to go in and retreat and be a little bit more introspective about where you're at right now. Maybe you're just thinking about what's happening in 2020 for you. Maybe this is going to be a year of transition. It is for a lot of people. And you've got the Judgment reversed. Maybe you're wondering, what should I really be doing? What am I doing with my life? Because you got the Three of Wands here, and upright, he sees his ships coming in, and he's kind of at a little bit of a standstill because he's thinking about his next move. But did I already tell you guys I ordered another light? So it should be here next week. So in the reverse, you might not be sure what your next move is. So at the bottom of the deck, the next card, there's the Moon that's come up, which I was kind of looking for him, and here he is. So this is mysteries being revealed and going deep. Everything's coming out of your emotions there. You see the big lobster. And lobsters, actually, I think they've done some research. They're very similar to humans. We don't realize that, but the way their little tiny itty bitty brain is. But the Moon is also kind of inside a star, but it's illuminated, and the flecks of brightness from the Moon are coming down, and you've got the two pillars there, and you've got the animals howling up at the Moon, and the water is slowly, gently coming down into the water, but it looks a little dried up right now, right? So the Moon reveals things to you, but you have to go inside and work with your shadow side to find them. Find the answers, but their answers are within you, and they're coming. They're coming. Lack of competition here. There'll be something that's coming up, and the competition will be over. So that's a good thing. And I don't know, we'll do one more card at the bottom of the deck, and it's the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, swords represent air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the Queen of Swords comes in with a very sharp, specific message. So maybe you'll be getting some news about something. I don't know. Let's just clarify one thing. Let's just clarify this and see what other kind of information I can get for you, because this is your card that came up for Leo, the Strength card, and it's in reverse. Let's just see what comes up. If we can pull a card or see what drops out for this Strength in reverse for Leo for the rest of January 2020, and see what comes up. Okay, tell us what this is for Leo about the Strength. We're going to go ahead and take them because, I mean, they fell out. Let's take them. Okay, here you go. You've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is, there's some bumps in the crests in the waves behind you in the ocean. So there's some choppy stuff going on right now, but you're balancing your coin, you're balancing your resources, you're balancing, you're working on a decision on something. You're trying to come up with a decision on something. The Two of Cups is usually the twin flame card, or the divine relationship, and it's in the reverse. So maybe you've had a falling out with someone, or maybe you're in separation from someone that's very close to you, and you feel like your cups are empty. And then you've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you're having some money problems right now. Yeah, and there's the Queen of Cups, and she's in reverse also, because you're waiting on resources to come in, or your love to come back to you, or something emotional that's happening. But have your faith, keep your faith, because where did your faith card go? Yeah, right here. Because the very last card that dropped was the Ace of Cups. So your cups runneth over, and this is your emotions and your feelings. So this is going to get better. You just need to hang in, okay? Don't give up. Hang in. It's all going to be okay. Your wishes are going to be fulfilled, right? Wishes granted. Make sure you set your intentions. Make sure you set your intentions so the universe knows how to respond to what it is that you need. And then you're going to get, the information is going to come in. It's going to be very specific. Blossoming. Aracura. Aracura. So she's rising up into the heavens out of a flower that's blossoming. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Is this not what I said to you? Okay. Temperance. You're not being patient with yourself. I just love these Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Let's see what else. If one more will drop out for you. What else does Leo need to know for now until the end of January? I'm sorry, you guys, if for whatever it is you're going through. I know this January 2020 is really kicking people's ass. I understand that. Just have patience. I just feel like you need one more of these cards. Let's see. One more message, please. One more message for Leo. One more Goddess Guidance Oracle card for Leo, please. I don't know, you guys. Nothing's coming. One more shuffle here. This guy kind of wants to come out. Inner wisdom. Athena. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Well, there you have it. Whatever it is that's going on, you know, I know you need to take some time to go within and figure out what your next move is going to be. But looks like it's going to be okay to get started on whatever it is. You know, maybe give yourself another couple of days and then get started without delay. You're just getting started. Have patience with yourself in the process and don't give up. Okay, Leo, those are the messages for you for now until the end of January 2020. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If it didn't align with what's going on with you, for Leo, you might also want to check your moon or your rising signs. Also your Venus, if this is a love situation, find out what your placement is. If you're not sure of all your placements, then I encourage you to go out to Cafe Astrology and do your natal chart so you can see what your, you know if Leo is your sun sign, but also it's very helpful to find out what your moon, your Venus, and your rising sign is as well. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. That helps my channel to grow. And I'm really feeling compelled to get these messages out for everybody. And good luck with all of this that's going on. I'm not doing personal readings right now, but I will at some point in the future. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Also, do check out some other YouTubers who do tarot. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there. I can recommend Soulful Revolution Tarot. That's Mary Jo. I watch her. She's very, very good. And she also has a special Facebook page for, I think it's called the Empress Club, if you're going through a twin flame situation. Okay, have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care. Thanks for joining.